And we are live. Happy Monday, OxFit. We are back with another week in review, week update, not necessarily a review today, but I wanted to hop on here because we have a lot of exciting things happening in the gym starting today. It is Monday, October 6th. And you guys have got a lot of email communication, lots of Instagram blasts about our new training cycle starting today. It's day one of baseline week, and our OX50 challenge, which is our newest challenge that we dropped today as well to coincide with our final training cycle. If you guys asked any of your coaches, you asked me, you have questions about OX50 challenge, this is the video for you. So make sure you stay tuned in. If you can't watch the whole thing right now, come back, revisit it, because I'm going to answer all of the questions that I've had in the gym, all the questions people have emailed me that I have not answered because I just gave you the habit tracker and was hoping you'd figure it out. But if you have any questions during the video, feel free to drop it in the chat, and I have it open right here, so I will see those questions pop up. But yes, day one of our all-star cycle, our final cycle of 2025. And if you remember the all-star cycle from last year, it is basically a little bit of everything. So we are celebrating all of our fitness gains, our strength gains, all the endurance progress we made. All of that is going to be seen in this week's workouts. A lot of these workouts are ones that we have done earlier this year from different cycles that we really love. A couple of them are brand new, but they are kind of combinations of old workouts, movements we really like. So everything should seem familiar if you've been around OxFit for, more than 6 or 8 months. If you're brand new to OxFit, this is going to be the perfect introductory cycle to our workouts, our community, our gym, and just a really well-rounded way to finish the year. Let's go through our workouts really quick before I get into the challenge, just so you guys can take a peek at what we're working with. I'm going to share my screen. All righty. Let's see how that looks. You can kind of see it. Let me zoom it in for you guys. That should be better. Oh yeah, that's better. Okay, so today is Monday. We're starting with the All-Star Liftoff. So in typical OxFit fashion, we are not letting you guys get away with a basic 1 rep max. We do want to know how heavy you can go on that bench press, back squat, deadlift, and power clean. These are all pretty key movements that you see throughout the year at OxFit. We're also going to make you do a 1-minute max test of a bunch of different skills, whether they're body weight, gymnastics, burpees. So just some stuff to get you nice and tired before we put you on the barbell and ask you to lift heavy. This is going to be our main strength workout of the week. That's what we're kicking off with. Then if we go to Tuesday, we are getting a little bit more into the cardio. This is a fitness-focused workout. We're going to test those air squats. I'm going to give you guys a choice of testing the 500-meter row or the 500-meter ski. And then we have our Fight Gone hybrid workout. So we have 3 rounds for reps. Very fast workout, 18 minutes. So this is truly a sprint, really testing your work capacity in a short period of time. So that's where kind of the fitness focus comes in. I'm not asking you guys to work for, a really long workout like you're going to see on Wednesday, where we have no built-in rest. It's just a straight shot as fast as you can do it. A lot of running, a lot of, functional movements. We're going to be doing 400-meter runs. We've got those surrender lunges, dumbbell ground to overhead, deficit push-ups, and really testing your gymnastic skills with the double taps. I wanted this workout to feel like a celebration of all the hero workouts we do right around Memorial Day, but also shouting out to Deca Atlas with some of those movements like the dumbbell ground to overhead and the surrender lunges. And then on Thursday, You guys are going to be doing a little ode to beach brawl, which we just wrapped up. It's going to be bar hop, double unders, a lot of time on the barbell, and then a heavy complex at the end. Just a nice, fun little sprinty workout that I know we all like. And then Friday, you're going to have the chance to make up a workout if you missed one. If you came to all the workouts and you want to get another one in, we're doing couch to turkey trot. So this is going to get us ready for all of those endurance events we have coming up around Thanksgiving, with the 5K turkey trot, with the Thanksgiving half mile, and all of those good road races before we close out on Saturday with our High Rocks Strong. High Rocks is a huge focus of this cycle. We have it coming up right at the end of October. So Halloween, and then November 1st, November 2nd, we're going to be doing that High Rocks here in Atlanta. And so the High Rocks Strong workout is going to be a great kind of baseline test. Gives you all the High Rocks stations without any of the running. So this is a really great week. Ant agrees as well. What an awesome week. Thank you. I think it's an awesome week. I can't wait to do these workouts with everybody. And I hope you guys like them as much as I do and agree that they needed to be brought back for this final cycle of 2025. But we didn't just want to do the same old, which is bringing back these throwback workouts, which are always a ton of fun, but we also wanted to really challenge ourselves and push you guys. And that's why we introduced the OX50 challenge. So it starts today, and 50 days from now, we are going to be at Monday, November 24th. That is the week of Thanksgiving. So 50 days to really dial in on 5 essential habits that we think are going to help you stay focused, maintain all of the progress that you've worked so hard to achieve during this past season, this year, your strength, your fitness, your endurance. We don't want any of that to go away, as evidenced by all the workouts in this baseline week. But we know that this time of year can be super stressful. We know you're going on vacation. Your kids are about to be out for fall break. We've got holidays, which always introduces a bunch of food we don't normally eat, a lot of drinking, a lot of desserts. All the things are in, full steam right now. And we want to do whatever we can to make sure that we are not starting 2026 in a hole, which is normally what we always do. We're trying to dig ourselves out of something we've got ourselves into. So we've been drinking too much. We've been eating too much. We've been away from the gym for too long. So that is the purpose of this challenge, to really push you guys to dial it in so that when we get to Thanksgiving, you are feeling on top of the world. You can enjoy the holidays on the day, but you have all of these great habits built up that you're not going to let that cause you to backtrack. So the 5 essential habits that we are tracking are working out every single day. We are cutting out all added sugar. We are making sure we spend at least 30 minutes outside. We're going to be practicing gratitude daily. And the 5th one is hydrate. So pretty easy goal, but one that we shouldn't ignore. So we want to drink 64 ounces of water at least every day. So to get into those a little bit deeper, I've had a lot of questions about these habits, what they mean. If you join the challenge, or if you haven't already and you want to, you can email me and I'm going to send you access to a habit tracker. And it does have a little guide for you guys at the top. But for the workout habit, so OxFit obviously offers workouts every week, Monday through Saturday. So if you come to as many OxFit workouts as you can, you will get 6 out of the 7, but we are also totally fine for a workout to be a long bike ride. It could be a run, a jog, a long walk. Maybe you like to log on to YouTube at home and do a yoga class in the living room with your kids. You guys know what a workout is, right? You know what a workout is, you know what a workout isn't. So try to come to OxFit, get as many of those OX60 workouts in as you can. The days that you don't come to the gym, Saturdays, Sundays, maybe you want to do a workout with the family. As long as we're moving our body, we're going to count that as a workout. So once again, you know what it is and what it isn't. Don't cheat it. The next one, cutting out all added sugar. Once again, there's no trick, a lot of people have been like, what do you mean by that? What do you mean by no added sugar? It's exactly what it says, no added sugar. So if sugar is naturally occurring in a whole food like honey or fruit or things like that, then yes, that's obviously totally fine. But we can't be indulging in the sweets and the candy and the sugary sauces and toppings, things that are processed artificial sugars. This might be really easy for some people, depending on what your diet looks like. It might be really tricky for others. So this habit might be easy or hard, depending on who you are. But we think it is really essential to cut out those added sugars just to keep yourself on track. Because if you're eating a couple pieces of candy here and there every single day from October 1st because it's Halloween time to December 31st because that's the holiday season, you're not going to be in a great place January 1st. So for 50 days, we're going to try to cut it out completely. Now, the time outside, 30 minutes outside every day. So it's really nice out. I'm sure it'll get hot again. I'm sure it'll get cold at some point, but try to spend 30 minutes outdoors, whether that's in your backyard, maybe it's hanging out on the front porch instead of being in front of the TV. Maybe instead of watching a movie as a family, you guys go for a walk, head to the playground after dinner. But we want to try to get outside in the fresh air, sunshine, 30 minutes every single day. Hydrate, like I said, 64 ounces at least of water, not much more to that. And then the gratitude piece. This is where I think there could be a little bit of fluctuation depending on who you are and what you want to focus on. It could be taking it quite literally. So journaling, writing down what you're thankful for, giving gratitude in that way. Maybe it's meditating, maybe at your family dinner, instead of eating dinner in front of a screen or on your phone, you guys are talking about your day and what you're thankful for. So just carving out time each day to be super intentional and shift the focus to you and what you're grateful for and the things that you have, rather than maybe turning your brain off in ways that I know we all do. This could also look like going for a walk without any external stimulation. So your phone stays at home or it stays in your pocket. You don't have earbuds in. You're just with your thoughts, going for a 30-minute walk outdoors. And that would be two birds with one stone. That would get your outside time and that would be your gratitude. So these things don't have to happen independently of each other. We can knock out things at the same time. And I feel really confident that if we really focus, the first 2 weeks are going to be hard because we're introducing 5 new things that a lot of us probably don't do every day. So really focus for these first couple of weeks. Try to check off all 5 of those habits every single day. And then it's going to get easier as we go. By the time we get to the end of the 50 days, I think a lot of these habits are ones that are going to stick around for good. I think it's hard to do something every single day for 50 days and then just drop it. So it will be cool to see how long we're able to keep these up as a community, as a gym. And yeah, I think after our 50-day challenge, we're all going to be in a much better place. And like Cash said, he's tired of feeling like shit in January. So am I. So that's the purpose of this whole thing. Now, other than the gift of just looking and feeling amazing, what do you get if you complete the challenge? So first of all, you have to complete all 5 habits every single day, every week. So at the end of this first week, I'm going to look at our habit tracker. And if there's anyone that missed a habit one day, you are out of the challenge. So it's a pretty ruthless challenge. You really got to be on top of it. By the end of the final week, I think it's going to be 6 weeks total. If you are a person that has completed every single habit, every single day for 50 days, including Saturdays and Sundays, then you will win a free month of one-on-one coaching with one of the members of the OxFit coaching team. So myself, Coach Caitlin, Coach Lauren, or Coach Ant, depending on you and your goals, who you are, you'll be paired up with one of us. And we're going to work together for the month of December. And we're going to focus on more habits, nutrition, getting you in the best shape of your life before January 1st for free, which is a pretty much a $1,000 value is what the one-on-one OxFit coaching program runs at, because it's just that high level of attention from your coach. We're in your corner the entire time, and we are guaranteeing results if you're compliant with our program. So you get a free month of one-on-one coaching, which is awesome. And I've had people say like, oh, I can't do it because, in the middle of November, I'm like going on vacation. Well, do it as best you can. Try to get all those habits every single day, all the way up until that vacation. And it might be easier than you think to keep up with those things while you're gone. Worst case scenario, you just added 5 really critical habits to your life for 30 days or 40 days, even if you don't make it to the whole 50. But like I said, if you do it for that long, you might surprise yourself with how easy it is to keep up with these things by the end of the challenge. So yeah, we start tracking today. The habit tracker is updated. You guys have until 5 p.m. to email me if you want to join. I will get you added. 5 p.m. today is the cutoff. So if you want to join the OX50 challenge, send me an email, sav@ox.fit, and I will make sure I get you added to the habit tracker and we can all get started together. It's going to be an awesome challenge, a great way to end 2025. This is going to be an awesome training cycle. We're really condensing it in. We're trying to get some really great results, put in a lot of hard work before Thanksgiving because we know how it goes. So dial it in from now until November 24th. And I think we're going to be going into 2026 so much further ahead than everyone else. You're going to be so much further ahead than what you would have been if you hadn't done this. So I'm really excited to get started with you guys. I'm also tired of feeling like shit in January. I'm determined that that is not going to happen this year. And it's going to be a great season. I'm feeling great about it. I know coaching team is pumped to be doing this with you guys. So if you have any more questions, which by the end of this video, I don't think you should, you can feel free, shoot me an email, reach out, but we're going to officially get started 5 p.m. today. That is your final call. Hope you guys have an awesome first day of baseline week. It's a great workout. I will see you in the gym today. If not, I'll see you at some point this week. You guys get out there and crush it. Let's